Are you wanting high-speed internet but don't have access to PUD fiber? Try Sky-Fi high-speed wireless internet from LocalTel. Call 888-8888 today.
Good Tuesday evening and welcome to the NCW Life Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window. And it wasn't bad for the most part, at least this afternoon. We did have some rain showers late this morning and around noontime, but boy, things are greening up as we look down from our Sky-Fi tower cam in the Wenatchee Heights area. And some clouds are beginning to move out as another round of storminess is set to move our way. In fact, it will move in tonight and tomorrow. We expect pretty much about 1/10 of an inch of rain here in the Wenatchee area, 11/100ths of an inch to be exact, and that's pretty consistent around at least central and eastern Washington over the next 24 hours. But notice on the right, snow levels, and we could see in Stevens Pass anywhere from 8 inches to maybe 12 inches of heavy wet snow tomorrow into tomorrow night, and we will talk more about the impending storm system a little bit later on in your weather forecast. And now a few of the news stories we're following for you tonight. Chelan County is looking for a new planning director, and the city of Wenatchee is set to make safety improvements to Millardale Avenue. But first, we begin tonight. A downtown Wenatchee street was closed this morning as crews replaced a massive condenser off the roof of the Rivercom Emergency Dispatch Center. NCW Life's Steve Hare reports.
Pretty big project here going on Yakima Street in Wenatchee with a huge piece of equipment that's being lifted onto the top of the Rivercom Emergency Dispatch Center. Aaron Kelly with the City of Wenatchee joins us right now. He's the project manager. Tell us, can you describe what we're seeing here?
So they are taking down our condensing unit off the top of the roof right now, and they're going to be replacing it with a new unit, which will basically be able to help cool the building in the summertime's heat. And also it's a little bit more energy efficient unit that we're installing. So yeah, that's underway right now.
Okay, so can you tell me why this is being replaced? It's a fairly new unit, isn't it?
The building is a fairly new unit, or a new building, but we're actually replacing it as we've seen some lagging times over last summer. Last summer we actually had an issue with it going down, and so this year we're kind of getting ahead of it before the heat's upon us.
Okay. How's it being paid for?
This is actually a city project that we're doing and actually sharing with part of the cost with Rivercom, but it is a city building that we're supporting the building as the city, I guess, is paying for it.
Steve Hare, NCW Life News.
Wenatchee High School has been working closely with the City of Wenatchee to make safety improvements to Millardale Avenue. The city is going to be restriping the street to include a center double turn lane and a bike lane. To improve visibility exiting the Wenatchee High School parking lot and to make room for a bike lane, parking along the south side of Millardale will be removed. The city will be completing this work during the last 2 weeks of April. Chelan County is looking for a new planning director after Hank Lewis resigned. Lewis was hired in 2015 as the county director of community development. His resignation became effective on April 2nd. The department oversees land use planning, zoning, and permitting. County commissioners named Doug Lewin, the department's lead building inspector, as interim director. Dr. Ann Diamond, independent candidate for the 12th Legislative District in Washington State, announced earlier today that she will be meeting with interested voters in a town hall gathering in Wenatchee. It's coming up on Saturday, April 16th. The event will be held at the Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center. It's located at 127 South Mission Street in Wenatchee, and it's held from 7 to 9 p.m. Attendees will have the opportunity to exchange ideas with the candidate and learn about her positions on the issues. For more information on the event, go to www.diamondforhouse.com or give her a call at 509-593-3176. Coming up next, a Grant County Sheriff's deputy is faulted for causing a 4-vehicle crash yesterday in the Moses Lake area, and a loud explosion startled residents living near the Moses Lake Municipal Airport last night. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCW Life Evening News.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
Hi there, my name's Patrick and I'm the branch manager here at New American Funding. Applying for a home loan is an exciting time. You may have a lot of questions about how to meet your home loan goals, the loan process, or your borrowing options. We're here to help. We do things differently here at New American Funding. Not only do we have an array of loan products and a team of specialists to support you, but we get to know you personally. We want to earn your trust and business for life. So stop by our Wenatchee or Chelan office or give us a call today.
I grew up with an addicted father. I became an addict myself, so we lost everything. We were homeless, so we found ourselves in a tent. That changed everything for me. The Work First program got me in touch with Goodwill. I could partner with Goodwill and get on-the-job training and get paid for it. It was the best decision that I've ever made. They didn't care that I had a background. They saw something inside of me. When people donate to Goodwill, they're actually helping fund these programs that I was involved in. I owe everything to Goodwill. Goodwill, there's more behind the store.
Welcome back. In other news, a Grant County Sheriff's deputy is faulted for causing a 4-vehicle crash yesterday in the Moses Lake area. State troopers say it happened on State Route 17, about a mile north of town. 3 vehicles had stopped for traffic control in a construction zone. The deputy failed to stop. His patrol vehicle rear-ended the vehicle in front, causing a chain reaction crash with the other 2 vehicles. The highway was blocked for over an hour until that wreckage was removed. The 3rd annual Pinwheel Garden was planted today in front of the Chelan County Courthouse. Each pinwheel represents a child who's been removed from their home due to abuse or neglect in the 24 years the Chelan Douglas Casa has existed. NCW Life's Megan McPherson has that story.
So the Pinwheel project started 3 years ago. This is our 3rd year, by former foster child Kansas and her foster mother Joy. They saw a pinwheel garden in Pierce County and thought that they could replicate it here. April is Child Abuse Prevention and Awareness Month, and so the blue pinwheels represent a child who has been removed from their home due to abuse and neglect. And this year we're planting just about 1,500 pinwheels, as we have served 1,419 children in the 24 years of this CASA program. It's very important to understand that child abuse and neglect is prevalent here. I mean, it happens every day. We see kind of cases come in and it's devastating to see, but it's one of those things that kind of gets shoved under the rug. And so if we can bring awareness to the fact that this is happening and bring joy to these kids' lives through their CASA and returning home to their parents and seeing reunification, that is our goal. And so the Pinwheel Project is just to signify each child that has been affected by abuse and neglect, not necessarily adopted out, but potentially returned home to their parents.
This is National Work Zone Awareness Week. The Washington State Department of Transportation placed 60 traffic barrels, one for each of their workers killed in a work zone incident since 1950 near the state capitol. The message this week to motorists: slow down, move over, and stay alert near work zones. A loud explosion startled residents living near the Moses Lake Municipal Airport last night. Police say it happened around 9 p.m. when a controlled charge was detonated in that area. The charge was set by the Richland Bomb Squad to destroy an improvised explosive device located by Moses Lake officers during service of a search warrant. Police say the controlled blast was quite loud and was reported by a lot of people in town. You're watching the NCW Life Evening News. Coming up next, your sports update and our feature story tonight. That and much more still to come on the NCW Life Evening News. Stay with us.
Are you watching me? If you're watching me and you are a business owner in North Central Washington, your potential customers could be seeing your TV commercial right now. With Solely on Broadcasting, TV advertising is effective and affordable. Place your ads on the network best suited to your potential customers or get top of mind awareness with 16 cable networks, including NCW Life, your local TV channel. Give Solely on Broadcasting a call at 888-2020 today to see how easy and affordable it is to advertise on TV.
We're here to celebrate every season with award-winning dining, full-service spa, and 170 waterfront guest rooms. Come experience our tradition of hospitality at Campbell's Resort on Lake Chelan.
And now it's a sports update on the NCW Life channel.
And a good Tuesday to you. Before we get to a busy rundown on the prep sports schedule for this Tuesday, let's take a look at the Les Schwab prep scoreboard from Monday. In tennis play yesterday, the Wenatchee Panther boys and girls were hosting the Eisenhower Cadets in tennis. Boys coming out on top by a score of 7-0, and the girls winning 6-1. Also in tennis yesterday, it was a battle of Quincy and Chelan, with the Jackrabbit boys coming out on top by a score of 3-2. Chelan girls were able to blank Quincy 5-0. Didn't get a score for the girls, but we did for the boys between Pateros and Entiat, and it was the Billy Goats coming out on top of the Tigers by a final of 4-1. All right, let's get to a busy schedule for today. First of all, in baseball, Wenatchee hosting Eisenhower at Recreation Park. And of course, we had that here on the NCW Life channel. I wish I could tell you the score, but we're recording the sports before we do the game, and so I know it doesn't make any sense. But anyway, we've got that one for you here on the NCW Life channel, and soon to be rebroadcast, by the way. Also today, Warden hosting the Chelan Goats. Cashmere up the road on Highway 2 in, well, not quite to Leavenworth, they're in Peshastin to play 2 against the Kodiaks. Also, it is a Manson-Soap Lake matchup in the North Central Bees today. And Waterville-Mansfield hosting Bridgeport in a battle of, let's see, is Waterville-Mansfield, are they known as the Shockers now or the Colonels? I think they're the Shockers. I know it's the Bridgeport Mustangs, so that's what's happening in baseball today. Let's turn to the softball Diamonds. Wenatchee, while the boys baseball team was hosting Eisenhower, the girls on the road in Yakima to take on the Cadets. Also, Cashmere at home today hosting Cascade for a single game. Also single games for Manson, Trojans on the road at Soap Lake, and Bridgeport at Waterville-Mansfield. See, that always makes more sense to me to have the boys and girls travel on the same bus to save busing, expenses and things. Why don't they all ship them to the same, I don't know. It's just me. On the pitch today in boys soccer, there was both afternoon and evening contests. All games that are already underway. Manson hosting Tenasket as the Trojans take on the Tigers. The Chelan Goats are on the road at Okanagan to take on the Bulldogs. Meanwhile, it's the OMAC Pioneers hosting Cascade. And then coming up here on the NCW Life channel, Sebastian Moraga and Matt Wisen will be in the Apple Bowl as the Wenatchee Panthers host a rematch of a Panther-Grizzly matchup from earlier this season. The two teams met on March 16th down in the Yakima Valley. Sunnyside coming out on top in a very tough, hard-scrabble 1-0 contest. According to the coaching staff for Wenatchee, it was a very physical game, and also the Wenatchee Panthers not used to the lumpy field conditions down in Sunnyside. They'll have much better field conditions tonight as they're on the turf in the Apple Bowl at Lebofto Field. So be sure and watch for that here tonight on the NCW Life channel. Speaking of watching for things, here's what we have as far as our NCW Life sports broadcast schedule for the coming week. As we mentioned, doubleheader today with baseball first, followed by soccer. Hockey night on Thursday night will feature Game 4 of the playoffs between Wenatchee and Trail at 7. Then on Friday, more soccer. Eastmont hosting Moses Lake live at 7. Saturday, we have Wenatchee boys lacrosse hosting North Central at 2 live, followed by Wenatchee and Trail Game 5 of their playoff series at 7 o'clock. Finally, Jacob Junis helped Kansas City pitchers throw a 2-hit shutout of the Mariners last night. Royals winning at 10-0. Tough night for Marco Gonzalez. had a rough outing, allowing 4 runs on 8 hits, 4 strikeouts. Mariners dropped to 4-4. Felix Hernandez will try to get him back on the winning track tonight. That's Sports News. I'm Eric Grandstrom. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Eric. In tonight's feature story, we'll hear from Wenatchee High School senior Luke Farrell about his learning experience in an aging building.
There's quite a few people in the class, and to seat that many students, the room is pretty much filled with just desks and literally no space for anything else. And we just did a performance project that required us to, stand up and perform, and there was just barely any room to move around and actually perform for it. Even if just everyone is just standing around, there's literally barely any space to move around at all. The lack of windows has been always has been a huge problem. Just feeling so claustrophobic in this building of bricks, and it's just not an enjoyable experience at all. Depending on how many people there are, it can either get super hot and just almost sweat-worthy, or it can be just almost freezing. I don't know, the temperature control is not the best in the school either. Well, I mean, it doesn't affect me, but it will affect every single student that follows and goes to this school. Hi, I'm Luke Farrell, and I am in grade 12.
Nice job, Luke. We'll be back in just a moment with the recap of some of our top stories and your complete local weather forecast right after this.
Lake Chelan mailboxes find solutions and the best price for all your shipping needs, including UPS, FedEx, and the U.S. Postal Service. We offer a variety of services including quality copies of all sizes, faxing, scanning, sending and receiving email, laminating, and notarizing. Enjoy browsing through our large selection of greeting cards. Lake Chelan Mailboxes supports our military, fire victims, and our community. Come see us at the Plaza in Lake Chelan.
Hello, Wenatchee Valley. Christian Shainman here with Bay Equity Home Loans.
Let us make your dream of home ownership a reality. We're here to guide you through the loan process every step of the way. Check out our convenient online application. Bay Equity Home Loans in Wenatchee, your home for loans.
Stop on by or give us a call today.
Is this really what we're gonna do on our girls' night out?
We should go to Club Crow. The bar and grill in Cashmere?
Yeah, let's go.
Looking for a fun-filled, friendly hometown atmosphere? Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere is the place to be. Hi, this is Justin. Here at Club Crow, we have a full bar and restaurant, live music, a dance floor, pool tables, pull tabs, and live jam sessions the first Sunday of every month. Club Crow in Cashmere, the coolest place in town.
Welcome back to the NCW Life Evening News. Recapping our top stories tonight, a Grant County Sheriff's deputy is faulted for causing a 4-vehicle crash yesterday in the Moses Lake area. State troopers say it happened on State Route 17, about a mile north of town. 3 vehicles had stopped for traffic control in a construction zone, but the deputy failed to stop. His patrol vehicle rear-ended the vehicle in front, causing a chain reaction crash with the other 2 vehicles. The highway was blocked for over an hour until that wreckage was removed. A downtown Wenatchee City street was closed this morning as crews replaced a massive condenser off the roof of the Rivercom Emergency Dispatch Center. NCW Life's Steve Hare reports.
Pretty big project here going on Yakima Street in Wenatchee with a huge piece of equipment that's being lifted onto the top of the Rivercom Emergency Dispatch Center. Aaron Kelly with the City of Wenatchee joins us right now. He's the project manager. Tell us, can you describe what we're seeing here?
So they are taking down our condensing unit off the top of the roof right now, and they're going to be replacing it with a new unit, which will basically be able to help cool the building in the summertime's heat. and also it's a little bit more energy efficient unit that we're installing. So yeah, that's underway right now.
Okay, so can you tell me why this is being replaced? It's a fairly new unit, isn't it?
The building is a fairly new unit, or a new building, but we're actually replacing it as we've seen some lagging times over last summer. Last summer we actually had an issue with it going down, and so this year we're kind of getting ahead of it before the heat's upon us.
Okay. How's it being paid for?
This is actually a city project that we're doing and actually sharing the part of the cost with Rivercom, but it is a city building that we're supporting the building as the city, I guess, is paying for it.
Steve Hare, NCW Life News.
Wenatchee High School has been working closely with the city of Wenatchee to make safety improvements to Millardale Avenue. The city is going to be restriping the street, to include a center double turn lane and a bike lane. To improve visibility, exiting the Wenatchee High School parking lot and to make room for a bike lane, parking along the south side of Millardale will be removed. The city will be completing this work during the last 2 weeks of April. Chelan County is looking for a new planning director after Hank Lewis resigned. Lewis was hired in 2015 as the County Director of Community Development. His resignation became effective on April 2nd. The department oversees land use planning, zoning, and permitting. County commissioners named Doug Lewin, the department's lead building inspector, as interim director. Dr. Ann Diamond, independent candidate for the 12th Legislative District in Washington State, announced earlier today that she will be meeting with interested voters in a town hall gathering in Wenatchee coming up on Saturday, April 16th. The event will be held at the Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center, which is located at 127 South Mission Street in Wenatchee. That town hall gathering is from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Attendees will have the opportunity to exchange ideas with the candidate and learn about her positions on the issues. For more information on the event, go to www.diamond4house.com or call 509-593-3176. Time now for a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. And once again, before we get to the details of that, let's take a look outside our weather window where some clouds are moving out and the next round of clouds from another storm system are moving in. As we look down from the Wenatchee Heights area in our Sky-Fi Tower camera, things are greening up out there. So these April showers, yeah, they're bringing some April flowers too. Things are budding all over town and things are turning green and it looks beautiful around the Wenatchee area. Taking a look at our satellite loop, the area of low pressure that brought us light scattered rain showers today is now over Montana and southern Alberta. The next storm system is currently in the Gulf of Alaska and you can see it right there on our satellite picture. It continues to move south and as it does, it will drag moisture up and into Washington State from the south-southwest on Wednesday. Chance for rain tomorrow is 70%. High pressure at the bottom of your screen will slide up into the Pacific Northwest on Thursday. That will bring some drier and a bit warmer weather conditions through Friday for us this week. But by late Saturday and into Sunday, the next area of low pressure moves our way, replacing the high pressure and bringing with it a 40% chance of showers Saturday night and a 60% chance of rain on Sunday. Let's take a look now at your forecast as we head through the week. And 40 degrees our overnight low tonight. Tomorrow it's going to be a wet one again, 70% chance of rain, cooler too, with a high tomorrow of only about 54 degrees, 38 the overnight low. For Thursday, partly cloudy. We will see a west wind, maybe 10 to 15 miles an hour at times on Thursday. 55 your high temperature. By Friday, partly cloudy skies, a little bit warmer and 58. And by Saturday, even though we will see a high temperature of 60, we will see lots of increasing clouds in the afternoon Saturday with a 40% chance for rain. That goes up to 60% chance on Sunday with cloudy skies and 57. And then to kick off our next work week on Monday, partly cloudy skies, still cool. We'll see a high temperature then of 56 degrees. Well, Wenatchee's pop culture convention, WenCon, is coming up on April 21st. The event is bringing to town YouTuber John Riggs of Yakima. Riggs is famous for his series Open Cart Surgery, where he fixes and hacks game cards for classic game consoles like Super Nintendo. We leave you tonight as Riggs attempts to explain to his friend when WinCon is.
Part.
You're tall. Holy
yeah,
crap.
That happens too.
I'm 6'3". How tall is this guy?
I'm standing on a box, I think.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I'm going to be at WinCon.
WinCon?
On April 21st.
Yeah, WinCon.
It's April 21st. It's a Saturday, a couple weeks away now.
Cool. So where are you going to be?
Oh, I'm going to be at WinCon.
WinCon?
Yes, April 21st. I told you, WinCon.
Yeah, so...
It's April 21st.
21st.
Wait.
WinCon? Abbott Costello did this much better.
No, it's the Wenatchee convention, April 21st.
Oh.
The old school 1966 Batmobile is going to be there and stuff like that. WinCon.
You guys are lucky. I went to Adam West Day in Walla Walla.
Mm-hmm.
It rained. I did not get to see the Batmobile because Adam West Batman did not fight crime in the rain. You get to see the Batmobile and my buddy Riggs here.
And you saw the trailer that the Batmobile was in, though.
You know what? Batman was very suspicious because I did find his keys in that utility belt. So I did not see the trailer.
Why are you searching around his utility belt?
It's Batman. You see the bulge, you gotta search.
Okay. Anyway, April 21st, I'm gonna be there, and maybe I'll see you there too. Maybe I'll see you there too.
At WinCon?
April 21st.
Oh.
I told you, yes.
Okay, good.
All right, this is the worst joke ever. It's already the worst video ever.
Nah,
Zero views. 0 views.
And if you have a video of the day you'd like to see on the NCW Life Evening News, message us on our Facebook page at the NCW Life channel. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. Also, keep it right here on the NCW Life channel tomorrow morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with host Dan Kuntz and News with Steve Hare. Thanks for joining us and have a great night.
This is TV. This is TV Set Free. TV everywhere from Localtel sets you free to watch what you want, where you want. Catch your favorite networks, including live TV, ready to watch on any web-connected device for no extra charge. That's TV Set Free. Enjoy the extra value Localtel delivers with TV everywhere. Visit localtel.net and sign up today.
Hey there, Wenatchee. I'm Sean Lee, and I'm inviting you to check out the NCW Movie Guide to keep up on what movies are playing in our town.
The all-new Yamaha Wolverine X4 offers 4 times the proven off-road capability, 4 times the comfort, and 4 times the confidence to deliver 4 times the excitement on your next outdoor adventure.
Papa Murphy's presents a fresh take on fresh. Here's the deal. If it comes from a freezer, not fresh. Box, not fresh. Bag, not fresh. Fresh means just chopped vegetables. Cheese grated by us daily. Fresh means we don't even have ovens, 'cause you have an oven. So you can feel good about feeding it to your home bake XL NY pizza, topped with giant pepperoni and ground sausage on an extra large foldable New York style crust. Just $8.99. Papa Murphy's. Love at 425 degrees.
Lake Wenatchee YMCA camp programs focus on our 4 core values of caring, honesty, respect, and responsibility. Make this summer's memories last a lifetime. Pick your theme week today with a wide variety of safe and engaging activities. Lake Wenatchee YMCA camp is the ultimate summer fun in the sun camp for children, teens, and families. Reserve your child's week today.
My name is Sophie Castillo, and I'm a top 10 candidate in the Wenatchee Apple Blossom Festival, and you're watching the NCW Life channel.